Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, doing a little bit of a quick news over here when it comes to the Switch 2. Now, as you guys probably know, we're kind of very close apparently to the pre-order date and actually coming on out. So if you guys are going to be kind of curious some more Switch news, feel free to subscribe if you guys want to. We'll probably cover some like the restock news if we need to, or maybe even put out some tweets too as well when they do officially go live, as long as I'm awake for it. So you just want to go follow up on the Twitters down below, that's linked down below, and as well also subscribe, because we'll probably have a lot of Switch 2 news when it does go and officially come on out. Really because I like the idea of new news, console stuff, and I'm sure people are going to be curious, so I got you guys if you guys are curious and all that all. And as well, we're just going to talk about the fact that we're seemingly now having release dates that might be coming out in the very near future. We had some leaks from other various retailers. We have Insider Gaming coming over here to talk about this stuff. So we're going to talk about it really quick throughout this video. So subscribe if you guys are new. As well, don't forget we are doing a promotion right this second with Samsung for their A36 and A26 phones. Those are both linked down below. If you guys want to get a good trade-in bonus, as well as check out the brand new updates on the phones. Those are down below if you guys want to check them out. We'll also probably be live up on Twitch too as well. Sorry for all the sellouts. Let's dive on in. So basically, if you guys have missed it, we have just had a Nintendo Direct, and we already know the Switch 2 is coming very soon. But apparently now we're seeing the US retailer documents shedding light on Nintendo Switch 2 on their pre-order plans. So this is exciting. I cannot wait to buy this. Let me know if you guys are going to get one. I will most likely be a day one buyer, just because why not? You know, why not? We have a chance to do YouTube. I can do some videos on it. I'm kind of excited for it. So retailers are expecting that they will run out of pre-order units for the Nintendo Switch on day one. So we might have another restocking era. Hopefully it won't be too long. Ideally, though, they should have been making these consoles for a while, and that's what people have been saying. So in theory, we might be okay, but you know, we've seen a lot of interest on consoles, hardware, etc., even scalpers, so we'll see. So this by Nintendo is allegedly accumulating a large quantity for launch. So that's according to internal emails and documents provided by to Insider Gaming from a large US retailer. So think Amazon, Best Buy, or Target, who are also anticipating that they will be selling out of the Switch 2 on the same day they open up to pre-orders due to a limited unit allocation from Nintendo. So we're going to see on how they can maybe make this better. Mainly because Nintendo could potentially go and have their own sales. So if they kind of think how like PlayStation has their PlayStation Direct, there could maybe be a Nintendo Direct and they just maybe have like a few million through their website. Then I have to go give like Walmart, Amazon, Best Buy like $15, $30 per sale. We've seen that happen a lot with PlayStation. Like there's times where PlayStation had their stock up for months, and then obviously other retailers did not. And that kind of makes sense. You cut out the middleman. These are big companies. They could probably even work indirectly with like a shipping company. Like it's probably fine. But either way, so we're now seeing that these more so these retailers have the stock. The biggest deal. So according to the documents, the Switch 2 is scheduled to release in June. So closer than expected. That's only a few months away. I'm excited. A release month that has already been a widely rumored and it was highly talked about by developers at this year's GDC, so we've kind of been expecting this date for a while. However, the documents do add a little confusion as to when the pre-orders go live, because some people are kind of curious. There was if you guys missed it, there was a Best Buy Canada leak that happened earlier on just in general. Like we saw this floating around too, and then apparently they were saying that April 2nd was going to be the pre-order date. But ever since that, right now has now been removed. So I think right now the expected date, or at least the rumor date, is more on April 9th. Now, we don't know. It could be on the 2nd still. Like this was like we saw this on Best Buy. We're still the information for it. It could still be on the 2nd. So keep that in mind. But the fact that it got removed, we're seeing changes. A lot of other retailers are bringing up stuff on as well. It does seem like there is a 9th. Like that is probably going to be the date. We know exactly when. We'll give you guys the expectations. Will most likely be around the 9 a.m. to around the 1 p.m. range for most big retailers, mainly because in almost every single big launch window, it's usually around then. Like that is the time. That is when people are looking for this stuff. That is when people are awake and like, you know, everything's fine. Like you basically have to have people at work. So after like 8 o'clock or so, so like, you know, because people are like physically in the office to like flip the switch on and press the button, you know, just be an actual person, like turn the websites on. But as well, they usually also want to make sure it's not like in really weird hours, like 9 p.m. Like people will be mad. They're like, I got to go to work. What are you doing, Nintendo? Blah, 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 blah. So apparently that'd be the guess. If I had a guess around April 9th, just based on like this now change up, we still don't know the exact price point, maybe $400, maybe $500. I still think like $399.99 seems like that golden number. And I think that's what they're going to push for, but we'll see. And as well, like I said, we'll be looking at the 9th, but also be on the lookout for the 2nd too. So according to the documents from that same US retailer though, pre-orders are set to go live on April 9th, 1 week after the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. The documents include a messaging strategy following the Direct to include a pre-order coming soon messaging and a countdown clock that will end then on April 9th with an exact time to be confirmed by Nintendo at April 2nd. So we don't know when these retailers are going to drop. Like I said, a lot of them are usually earlier in the day, like before everything before like 3 p.m. that we're not guaranteed. We'll have to kind of see. Like sometimes they'll switch on it up, and sometimes the fact that we know retailers will drop a not like based on that from like based on the Pro, based on the other consoles, well then they might want to switch it up. But they also might be a midnight release. No one knows. Like we're gonna see this pre-order coming soon thing that's now been apparently leaked on out, and well, hopefully it'll be coming out sooner than later. Most likely, so the whole reason too is we're gonna be expecting on the second date is I think that's right around the direct. So there could be like a surprise launch on it, but it kind of seems like based if this is coming from official retailers, this will most likely what's going to be happening. So the documents also include details on an exclusive collectible coin, though, anyone who will be pre-ordering the console, which is also very, very nifty and very cool. So whether or not Best Buy Canada's leak was a mistake or not is unclear, but the company did promptly remove the information, as we showed you guys right here. Like it was up, I can confirm, we did see it, that's why I'm making a video on it right this second, but I can go and confirm that this was all up here. But either way, we'll have to go and see. But the information did go start circulating online, it was up on Twitter everywhere and such, and in case the pre-orders are almost certainly going to be live within the week of the direct. So let me go and yap just a few more things over here as we wind down the video. And if you guys would like to, like I said, check on the links down below for our Samsung sponsors, if you guys want to support the channel and get a brand new phone yourselves. But one big thing to note is that we don't know exactly when, but we are now in like the next 2-week window. So probably on any time from April 2nd, right after the direct itself. Like some places might do surprise drops and pre-orders, or Nintendo themselves, but based on what we've seen of right now on updated information, we'll most likely be looking at the 9th. Now, as we mentioned, the 9th could be one of those weird countdown windows where it's at like a midnight launch, unlikely though, or it's gonna be one of those things where like once it turns the 9th throughout the day, a lot of various retailers will be going out and getting all their stuff. Like they'll be getting their consoles, they'll be setting up web pages for it, have like waiting lists, while like Best Buy have like little websites, and Walmart having little websites and all that type of stuff. So I think that's what's probably expected. We'll probably be finding around a $400 Switch 2. They'll probably have a few restocking waves. If it's coming out in June, it'll most likely be launching a few various times. Like it'll have like a few like once a week, every like 2 weeks, more drops, like kind of how we've done with prior drops like the PS5 or Pro, Xbox Series X. So we'll probably have like a few staggered drops, and will most likely be a big restocking wave the first day. So be on the lookout. We'll give you guys more details as we find them, but this does kind of seem like roughly locked on in the next 2 weeks. Let's go and see what happens. I'm very excited to go buy mine. Let me know if you guys are going to be buying one yourselves. So if you guys want to, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on here for more updates. We have the Samsung links down below as well. If you guys want to check your brand new phones, thank you Samsung for the sponsorship. We have the Twitter right now and Twitch down below. So follow the Twitter for update news. I'll try to keep you guys in the loop, and then also Twitch down below too. We're probably live right this second, and I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place. And of course, let me know if you guys are going to be buying a Switch 2 day one or not. We did see the new direct with a bunch of new games, so I myself am personally quite excited. Although with the Pro 2 as well, I've dropped like $1,000 on consoles. I am going to go and cry. But anyway, I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Leave a like if you guys enjoy. We'll see more videos tomorrow. Talk to you guys all soon.